I will say shout out to my boy JL, man, Jason Lapkin. He actually gave me the moniker the most incredible. You know, so that's my man. Just one of my fellow WMU alums. And we went from just being classmates and cool, man, to actually doing shows and events together. And he's just like, bro, like just you the most incredible, you know. And that's literally like we was, and that's how it is stuck.
Yeah, that's so big for him to give you something to stick with.
All these many years later, that's what my moniker is: the most incredible DJ Chuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you having me, man. Thank you again. G Weezy TV.
Yes, sir.
Neighborhood Heroes.
Yes, sir.
2022, baby.
Yes, sir.
Equipment that kind of helps you a lot more, you know what I'm saying? But back then, you had to be just raw.
Right.
You know, it wasn't no sync buttons, it wasn't no laptops.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I was DJing when you just had two, you know, ones and twos, 1200s and a mixer, you know what I mean? And records. So you had to learn how to count BPMs. You didn't have a computer. So, man, it's you know, all of that stuff. But now it's a lot easier.
Yeah, now I feel like skill is, you got to have skill, but it don't trump work ethic. At this point, is even if you just get in this, look at Giannis. Giannis didn't play basketball before he got to the league.
Yep.
Look at him, work ethic. Not a nigga MVP.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Won a whole championship.
Yep.
So that just shows that you gotta have a little bit of skill, but if you work hard enough at whatever you want to do, shit, you can do that shit.
Yeah.
And you're a prime example. So I'm, you know what I'm saying? Just blessed to see somebody that's got, you know, got so much, you know, faith in what they're doing and actually putting it through.
Man, listen, the hours, like the people don't see the hours of practicing, you know, the hours of organizing music, download music. Those are the things that go on behind the scenes. And so, man, when you step out, you know, I tell any DJ that started, man, you better put your basement in time in first. And that's not saying that you got to stay in the basement, but that's where that's why you honing your skills. That's when you learn how to really, you know, be a beast. It's somebody right now that's in the basement. I guarantee you.
I know
There's somebody right now that then already eyeballed, you know, us older cats, you know. And when I say older, you know, I'm talking about me, Playhouse, some of those cats that's been in there for a while. There's some young cats out here that's really, I mean, so there's somebody in the basement right now that's ready to come out, man. And so, you know, you either embrace it, and I have some DJs that kind of look down on me. I ain't gonna even front. I got a couple cats that, you know what I mean, like. And now it's a different story, but it happens, man. It happens in every profession until you prove yourself.
Yeah.
But you got the hours upon hours of time, man, behind the scenes and stuff is crazy. So when you finally come out, like, man, you know what I'm saying? And so I will say shout out to my boy JL, man, Jason Lapkin. He actually gave me the moniker the most incredible. You know, so that's my man. Just one of my fellow WMU alums. And we went from just being classmates and cool, man, to actually doing shows and events together. And he's just like, bro, like just you the most incredible, you know. And that's literally like we was, and that's how it is stuck.
Yeah, that's big for him to give you something to stick with.
All these many years later, that's what my moniker is: the most incredible DJ Chuck. You know what I'm saying? And so. It is. That's
big. That's big to give you something to stick with you for a long time like that. That's big for sure. That's what's up, man. That's it. Like I said, it's good to see you in a position that you're comfortable at doing what you want to do. You know, you're not still second guessing yourself. You know, you're still comfortable, and got the faith in yourself still, and still going with this shit. So hats off to you for that.
Thank you.
I just want to know, you know, at the pace that you're going, where would you want to see yourself, you know, as DJ Chuck in like the next 5 years or so? Would you want to be established like, you know, a business? You want to, you know, have your own studio or DJ booth, or where you would see yourself in the next 5 years or so?
Yeah, man, I'm not. I really gave myself until I'm 50. I wanted to only DJ till I'm 50. I really want to transition into more entertainment management. You know, some of my good friends, man, they just collaborated and formed a huge entertainment group and doing some amazing things. and that's really where I've seen myself going, man. When I started really learning about the entertainment industry, concerts, shows, and things like that, I knew that's where I wanted to be. So, you know, my next step is really being, you know, the promoter, man, and providing quality entertainment on a grander scale, you know. And so, and I think between that time, so I said within the next 3 to 5 years, because the one thing I haven't done yet has been a tour DJ. You know what I'm saying? And you know, given how my life had turned a little bit, I really don't see the platform or the time that I had a chance to do it. But that would be one thing that I think I would want to do, at least hit tour one time, you know, and say, hey, I've toured with such and such, you know. I've done great shows with artists, but I just haven't toured. So that would probably be one thing that I would say I would want to do before I hang it up, you know what I mean? But the next few years, man, I definitely I even see an academy, a school for, just some training, some formalized training for upcoming DJs and hosts.
Okay. Because
you have a lot of people, man. It's not going anywhere. You got people that's aspiring to be DJs, aspiring to be hosts. You know what I'm saying, or even promoters, man. So, I know I'll be in the industry. So that's kind of where I'm looking towards, man.
That's what's up, man. Like I said, so I'm glad I got you on here to spill your beans and stuff, because as I look at it, you fit to the bill as being a neighborhood hero. And with that being said, with the people that see you and wanna that you say are in the basement, that wanna follow in your footsteps or wanna be a DJ or promoter, and just that look up to DJ Chuck, what would be your words of inspiration to them? To keep them pushing through, to keep them to where they want to be at.
Just continue to press when it gets difficult, because it's not about if, it's just about when.
Right.
Man, everybody in any profession hits a wall, and you have to, it's what you do when you hit that wall, when you feel like you've hit that plateau. You want to, have the stick-to-itness. A lot of cats now, man, they hit a little turbulence and they done. They quit. They throwing the towel. This ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? When you really have to give it an honest shot. You know what I mean? An honest shot. And you're going to hit some hiccups. I tell you, man, it was probably 2012 or 2013. I had all my shit stolen. Somebody had stolen my Jeep. I had a white Jeep Cherokee. This is in Detroit. And I was downtown, man. I did a set, and then I went downtown to do I did I think it was a birthday party, or I can't remember, but I didn't have time to go drop my stuff off and get downtown, so I was doing a set downtown. So I went downtown, man. By the time the night was over with, I was straight. I was loading my stuff up, coming back, and my stuff was gone. The only thing I had was my laptop, my book bag, and man, when I tell you hard, that's hard, and it's crazy because some of your best moments come during your downtime. And that was also kind of a turning point, because my bookings seemed to almost have doubled, if not tripled, at the time I had all my gears. So I was like, here I'm back at ground zero. Like, wow. But at that point, I also learned about insurance, getting your paperwork together, all that, man. LLC, all that insurance, I had all that together, man. And but I had to start over from scratch. I had all my stuff stolen. And so I do have to give a shout out to my man Eddie. Man, he used to him and Mike used to own the equipment rental stuff, man. And I remember him having some techniques, and man, he looked out for me.
Anderson?
So, Eddie Anderson, man. Eddie Anderson. And I was trying to think of the name of the bid. It's been so long. And he gonna watch this interview like, oh, that was such and such. But it's but he used to have that spot, man. He used to have a couple spots. And man, I'd be like, Ed used to pull up, man, and I helped him rap the chord. I mean, literally grudge work, man. Like I was a rookie again, like dang, until I built, and then I was back on, that got it together again, back on top. But so I would tell anybody, man, that have some stick-to-itness. Never belittle anybody that you come across, even if you don't agree with what they saying, or because you just never know how people's paths cross in this industry or in life.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not saying you're gonna have to agree with everybody, because you're not gonna agree with everybody, man. You're not gonna be, you're not gonna be on the same accord with your team sometimes. but you respect each other enough and love each other enough to respect your differences and difference of opinions. And sometimes you might have to go off the beaten path. Like, man, I don't do this, but I gotta grind this out right quick to get where I need to, and then never compromise your standards though. Never compromise your standards. Always have your standards. Always have, this to me is the bottom. You know what I mean? Like, sky's the limit, but this is the bottom. This is like, if it comes to this, I just tap out before I go any further. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So yeah, man. So that, but I salute anybody, man. I don't care how you coming up, man. Whether you in the strip clubs, no matter where you got a residency at, man, be the best that you can be at that particular, you know what I'm saying? But grow. Like, you gotta grow. If you just started out DJing and all you had was a laptop, get some gear. You know what I'm saying? Get some stuff that you can actually, you know what I'm saying? You appreciate it better. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you're an old school cat, that's all you had. It's technology out here now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta break your back no more.
Have fun with it.
So I ain't never really got into that whole, inner DJ beef where the young cats don't like the, you know what I mean? Like, bro, anybody will tell you, man, if they had a chance to be on, I don't do all that, man. You wanna rock, come on, let's rock. And I just kind of show you how I was taught. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to you to kind of develop it from there. But I tell anybody, man, if this is what you want to do, you got to make the decision that this is what, because it's expensive. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of lost family time. So all those things got to take it, and that's why you get to eventually charge what you charge, because, it's a lot of work doing this, man.
Yeah.
And we take away a lot from our families to entertain other families, particularly during holidays and things like that. So a lot of people don't think like that. They just like, I got it.
They want final product.
You take away from a lot from our people, man. A lot of our personal time. You got to take care of your health, man, bro. I told you, man. I be sitting in the hot tub sometime, man, because I just, you know what I'm saying. I ain't been in, but I just, I got to take care of my body, man. You know what I'm saying, and and your feet, hands. You know what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of work that come along with this, man. So, but you got to decide that this is what you want to do, man, and press through the obstacles and celebrate the achievements.
Facts. So if I'm just a brand new Kalamazooian or whatever you want to call it, watching your interview, and I want to, tap in with DJ Chuck, tell them one more time how they can get in contact where you are, where they can get your social media at, so I can put it on the screen for them. You
can look up at DJ Chuck or Most Incredible DJ Chuck, man, on IG. Facebook, it's Charles DJ Chuck. Well, you can put it at DJ Chuck and you'll see me pop up. Even on Twitter, it's ones and twos DJ Chuck. But you can put at DJ Chuck and you'll see me pop up, on any of those platforms as well, man. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
For sure, man. Like I said, I definitely appreciate you coming on and dripping some sauce on the youngins that that's trying to find a way, but just need to know that last little bit of game from the older folks, especially the ones that, like you said, scared to ask for help or got too much of an ego. They can watch an interview and a little something without having to get out their comfort zone. So I appreciate you coming on and representing of why we should have more neighborhood heroes in the community, man.
Thank you. And even for the, because I know that you say the youngers a lot, man. One of the things that you can't ever stop doing is growing in your profession.
Right.
DJs, I know we're gonna wrap this up, but I know a lot of DJs, man, that I'm telling you, DJs are DJs' best friend, best fans. Like, we love to see other DJs show up. And for me, now if somebody mess up, I'll be like, bro, he ain't, like, he ain't really on nothing. He playing some records, but. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the first one to say do some DJ shit. Like, anybody can play records, do some DJ shit. You know what I mean? And so a lot of cats can't do DJ shit. But I encourage anybody, man, go watch other DJs, man. You don't know what you're gonna learn from. I've learned from bad DJs, just like I've learned from some of the best, man. I've learned, like, okay, this is how not to show up for a gig. This is how This is how not to transition a record. This is the stuff not to say on the mic, just as much as I've learned the other stuff. So go watch other people that's doing what you want to do.
That's a fact. That's how you perfect your craft.
It wows me how many people step foot into a profession and never went to watch or see anybody else in that profession that's doing it. They just feel like they can do it or do it better. Like, how do you know?
Because because they feel like
Right.
they be feeling like, oh, I don't want to be like them at all. I don't want to mimic them at all. But it's not about that. It's
Not at
about
all.
perfecting your craft and knowing what to do and not to do, what's capable or what's possible and what's not. Because
Right.
just you knowing what you do, you can't possibly know what everything's possible left.
Man, listen, I don't really cut and scratch like I used to, too much no more. But every now and again I play around with it, and I just learned a scratch pattern. I'm like, dang, and you realize like I'm rusty. You know what I'm saying? I got to get your hands right again. So you never stop learning from somebody. You
Right.
never stop. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think you should ever get to a point where you're looking down at somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know, man. And so again, you show love and embrace somebody that's coming up in the culture, man, or whatever. But go see and support other people that's doing what you say you want to do. And you ain't got to be all bush. You can sit back in the cut, man. There's plenty of times that I was just sitting back in the cut. You know what I'm saying? And I come up after the show and say, what's up? I've been, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes just go sit and watch and learn from someone that you would consider to be successful in this, and go watch them. Say, man, can I ride with you to your next event? Can I meet up with you? And I'm telling you, man, a lot of cats don't do that. And I don't care what line of work it is. A lot of cats, because I've asked, hey man, who did you come up under? Who did you come up under? They look like,
They be
yeah,
like,
who did you watch?
Yeah, because
You had- were you
people
an
ask me that
apprentice?
too. Yeah, I do that a lot with.
Yeah.
I come up under Mr. Man. Like a
Yeah.
lot of shit that Mr. Man do. I try to follow up under. He advised me to his music video shoots so I can learn. He done let me do angle shots and shit. Even with the movie he's shooting, like everybody know me because I'm help shoot the movie. Like most of the scenes that he not in or that he's in, not on the camera, I'm shooting. So it's just he's helping me be in a learning experience because he see I guess the growth and stuff or the potential that I have or whatever, and he see that I'm on the path to do the shit that he was doing. So a lot of people.
I'm gonna tell you who I'm coming for. All right, as I sit back and I chill, I watch everybody. I hear all the talk. The streets be talking this. I'm coming for everybody. First of all, let's start with y'all punk ass rappers. No, I'm just playing. Now for all the rappers out there that I broke your records, me or sick or whatever, we ain't been in the video. We ain't got a shout out. I'm coming for you too. No, it's all love. I don't really get into all that. I just playing for the camera, whatever. But I salute everybody that's in their craft, man. It's a lot of cats I done broke, man. A lot of records, man, that I didn't. I'm talking about local artists, whatever, man. Like, we just got to get out of that mind frame of individualism. Like, yes, it's about where you're trying to go in your career, but you can't get there without the help of others in that same line. Like, and I'm gonna say this, man, because I watched the verses and all that kind of stuff too, and I've seen a lot of the. I was like, man, we have to get better at our relationship. We got to get back to the DJ and the rapper relationship, because we need each other in order for this thing to kick.
Facts.
And so all you artists out there, you should have an official DJ. You should have a DJ that's breaking your records no matter what. And it should be a better relationship. And I know with live streaming and the multiple streams and stuff like that right now, that's been lost. It's been watered down. But this is how it started. It started with the DJs. It started with the DJs spinning records, and artists was asking DJs could they get on the mic, and the DJ would play a break beat. That's how break beats came about. So they would play a break beat that was probably the B side of a record, or at that particular time we would consider they actually have break beats on the what's the name, but or instrumental, and you would let somebody who can rap get on it. That's how. Come on, man. Know your history. So it always started, man, with 2 turntables and a mic. You know what I'm saying? And so the rappers and the DJs, we just got to get back to collabing and doing some stuff, because I tell you, man, I've seen some rappers that was failing. If it wasn't for their DJ to kind of really step on the scene to get them back on track, and vice versa, man. We need each other, man, because I'm not going to sit here, even though I'm a DJ, I love to get exclusive records. I love to hear artists come up, you know what I'm saying? But we just, in this day and age, we just ain't getting behind no mess. So you got to have a product that sells itself, you know what I mean? So you got to have a good product out there for us to push, you know what I'm saying? But that's all, man. Just, be the best at your craft that you can be. And, man, and I'm telling you, cream always rises to the top.
Facts, man. Facts. Y'all heard it here first, man. A lot of fucking knowledge, a lot of game drop. Shout out to your boy, the most incredible DJ Chuck, for coming on Neighborhood Heroes and dropping that sauce for y'all, my boy.
Appreciate you having me, man. Thank you again. G Weezy TV.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Neighborhood
sir.
Heroes.
Yes, sir.
2022, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, my boy. I appreciate you coming on the platform.